What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here. Welcome into another Ultra League team video where I'm going to be using the team I hit legend with last season to see with all the new updates if it's any good still. And yeah, well, let's check it out here. Alolan Sandslash, one of the best picks for the Ultra League, and we're going up against a Jellicent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a bunch of Shadow Claws. I'm pretty sure that was 7, and now I'm going to catch the Shadow Ball on the Alolan Muk here, and they decide to swap into an Aurorus. I'm going to get the Dark Pulse off here. Dark Pulse going to do a significant amount of damage, not crazy, but enough to chip away here. They're probably going to go for the Meteor Beam here, and that just does so much damage, and they are going to get the farm down, which is quite unfortunate. I should honestly have thrown my Drill Run here, but I let them throw the Meteor Beam. I thought they were at 8. I guess it's 9, 8, but I must have miscounted here. Doesn't really matter. We get to another Drill Run saying left, right, good night, and now out comes a Virizion. A little bit of lag because I only threw one Shadow Claw there and then the Ice Punch, and now I'm going to come in with my Virizion. Out comes a Jellicent here, and again, I over tap and I let them throw the Shadow Ball, which is quite unfortunate on my end. And we're going to be able to get to 2 Leaf Blades here. One Leaf Blade, not going to be enough to knock out, but I am at the back-to-back Leaf Blades here. First Leaf Blade, probably going to be getting that shield, and then I'm going to farm up one more and throw on the CMP tie. Leaf Blade going to be doing massive damage, but they had 2 shields? Oh, I thought they only had 1. No, I guess they had 2. Okay, I shield up the Surf, and then they come in and combo play with the Virizion. That is very unfortunate on my end. And then I over tap here, and I lose CMP here on the Ice Punch. Ice Punch would have been enough to knock out, and then I also had a Leaf Blade locked and loaded, so I actually ended up losing this game here. We could have won CMP against the Jellicent there. Ice Punch would have been enough to knock out, but it is what it is. That's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent here. They're going to swap into a Jellicent, so same game plan as last time. I'm going to farm up a bunch of energy and try to catch the move on the Shadow or the regular Alolan Muk here, but no dice. Surf not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. We are resisting these hacks here, and I'm going to throw the Dark Pulse, which is going to hit for massive, super effective damage on the Jellicent, but they decided to shield that. I can live another Surf, no problem. I'm going to farm up more energy here, and they're deciding to throw the back-to-back Surfs. I will give up a shield because I want to leave some health here on my Alolan Muk. And they tried to catch the Dark Pulse on their own shiny Virizion. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the Acid Spray, come in with my own Virizion because we do not want to come in with the Alolan Sandslash. That would be double super effective damage coming in hot. And they do have a shield left, and I didn't build up to the back-to-back, so I would have taken a lot of damage here, but Sacred Sword going to be coming in almost enough to one-shot with that debuff. I'm going to let this move go through, and we're going to farm up a bunch of energy here and almost have 2 Sacred Swords locked and loaded for when that Skunk Tank wants to come back in. Skunk Tank comes back in here. We're going to throw the Sacred Sword. That's going to do nice damage. We got the back-to-back, so I'm throwing back-to-back here, and then I'm going to swap right away into my Alolan Sandslash. We're going for the Ice Punch to get the knockout or the last shield. They end up shielding. We outpace thanks to our farm up before against that Jellicent. Ice Punch enough to knock out, and from here we can just shield up and Drill Run the Jellicent. But that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent here. So it could have been a 2-0 start, but unfortunately we played like crap the first game, and we have a terrible lead here. Good thing we have the Alolan Muk to come into. This is a 6 counter, so I'm guessing it's going to be, oh, it is an Obstruct. Okay, and now they decide to come in with the Virizion. Amazing for us because now we can, oh, hey, whoa, this is a Chestnut. That's not a Virizion at all. My goodness. And now we end up throwing the Acid Spray on a CMP tie here, which honestly is not the best, but we'll take it. If we get a shield here, which we do, but that is unreal. And now we can live this superpower because they debuff themselves. We're going to be able to Poison Jab all the way down. They're going to end up bringing that Obscune back, and I'm swapping right away into my Virizion because their Switch Clock timer is not quite up yet. Sacred Sword is going to be grabbing that last shield. I can no shield this Obstruct here, and we'll see what they want to do. They're probably going to swap out right away, and it's a Galiciopod. Okay, this thing has X Scissor, which did get a buff, and they did lower our defense. Good thing is we have a shield left, and they do not. I'm going to shield up the X Scissor, which would be coming in. It wouldn't be enough to KO, but it's going to get us quite low, especially with the Shadow Claw damage. I didn't want to risk us getting farmed down, and I kind of need that Virizion to take care of the Obstagoon. But they decide to throw energy here, which is perfectly fine by me because now I come back in with the Virizion and we get the perfect farm down. I didn't throw my move there because I wanted to get the farm with Virizion and I knew I could double kick down. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Another terrible lead. I'm going to swap into my Alolan Muk. I don't think I wanted to throw the Shadow Claw there. I was tapping my move right away, but unfortunately, the lag made us throw a move, which now we took a double super effective counter. But either way, they swap into a Registeel here. Alolan Muk can take a Zap Cannon, no problem. We are going to get the debuff, which is unfortunate. So I'm not going to waste this Dark Pulse onto the Registeel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the Acid Spray. And they allow us to get to a Dark Pulse. So they're over farming by a lot here. But Dark Pulse is going to put them into a range where I can come into the Virizion. And I can just double kick all the way down. So we're going to let the Focus Pass go through. I am going to come in with the Virizion. I am going to get a massive farm down. I could have thrown energy there, but I think that energy on my Virizion is going to be useful. And unfortunately, we get the attack drop, but they did bait us. So we're going to throw the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade debuffed is not going to do a whole heaping load of damage, but I did need 2 Leaf Blades to KO anyways. So I'm going to let the Ice Punch go through here. Not enough to KO. I'm going to farm up to almost back-to-back Leaf Blades here. I'm going to throw 1 double kick and then possibly catch here on my Alolan Sandslash, which we do, hoping it's the Ice Punch. Did we catch it? Yes, we did. And they decide to swap into a Steelix. And this is beautiful. Throwing 4 Shadow Claws and then throwing the Drill Run here. Drill Run doing super effective damage. And all this is breaking swipes, and we are going to be able to resist that due to our steel typing. I'm going to throw 6 Shadow Claws, or was that 7? And those 6, I can't remember, but they decide to let that go here, and we are able to now get to that Drill Run thanks to the overfarm. Drill Run going to be doing enough to KO, and we take that game. Well played to my opponent. Even if they didn't, we had a shield left and we had the Leaf Blade, so we were going to be able to take that game. All right, mirror matchup lead. I'm not going to throw right away because I know I'm going to lose CMP, but they decide to come into a Galiciapod. I wasn't really sure what to do here, so I decided to farm up some energy and then come into my Alolan Muk. I didn't want to throw energy because it would have been resisted damage, and that would have been a useless point of me throwing all that energy. And plus, I almost have 2 Drill Runs locked and loaded for when that their own Alolan Sandslash wants to come back in, and they decide to no shield the Dark Pulse. So I am going to let this go here. I could come in with my Alolan Sandslash. I'm going to give up Switch, which not particularly I do like doing, but in this case I was fine with doing, I guess, because I had my Virizion to handle the Alolan Sandslash as well, and it turns out to be a Poliwrath. And unfortunately, they're going to get up this Ice Punch here, and I'm going to overfarm a little bit too much here without making them give up a shield. So I guess I'm gonna undercharge this here, and I'm hoping I can just farm all the way down, and we can get to almost 3 Leaf Blades before the Poliwrath gets the 2 Ice Punches. So Leaf Blade number 1 gonna be getting that shield. Leaf Blade number 2 gonna be getting that second shield here. And can we make it to Leaf Blade number 3? Yes, we can. They're not at the back-to-back yet, so Ice Punch not going to be enough to KO. Very, very quick. Very, very close to knocking out Leaf Blade. Almost knocking out. Come in with the Alolan Sandslash and snipe them down. And that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. And a nice 4-1 set there. A little bit of a Carbink reward, but a nice 4-1 set. I'm gonna try this team out maybe later on stream today if y'all want to follow on stream. But again, thank you all so very much for watching. If you guys are liking the content, please hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future, and hey, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, it'd be greatly appreciated if you did. It really helps out the channel, and we'll see everybody in the next video.